Hello and welcome back to Budgets, Bargains and BS. I'm Gemma and today we are doing a monthly budget with me for January next year, 2023. I don't do my budget with me as every month, just purely because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But there will be a few changes next year, so I might do January and then not February and then maybe March and so on and so forth, just when the kind of big changes happen. So yeah, I've got myself a couple of drinks because I am super thirsty today. I can't show you how cute this cup is, but I'll try and insert a picture because I don't want to tip the tea everywhere. But I've also got myself, I actually got this glass, I don't know, is it from Tesco's? I think, but it was last year's sale. Yeah, because like I say, I'm super thirsty and this is just too hot right now. And I find when I do monthly budgets, I talk a lot, obviously, and that just makes me even more thirsty. So I do apologise for, you can barely see this sheet because my ink is running out, but I am being very reluctant into spending more money on ink. So we're just going to have to make do. And yes, I've got this snazzy pen, which was from, I think it was the Pound Shop or something like that. It is blue, which is slightly irritating because I do like to write in black ink, but we're going to use it because it's Christmassy and it's cute. So stop yammering on, Gemma, and get on with it. So let me get my calculator actually, because I'm not prepared one bit. Right, let's pop that down out of the way. Okay, let's zoom you in a bit and we will start with our income. So bear with. If you know me by now, you know I can't write and talk because it just puts me off. So I do a basic budget of $3.80 per week for both me and my husband, or should I say for us each, for our income. And for me, January is a 5-week month, so that is going to equal £1,900 for the month each. Now, I'm also going to predict £120 rollover money, and that's purely because, yeah, that's what I try. It's kind of what I try and roll over if I can, and I'm doing much better at keeping rollover recently in comparison to previously I was terrible at keeping a rollover. Anyway, so let us add that up together, and we've got £3,920. Perfect. And then we can come down to bills. So I will speed this bit up because, yeah, it takes me forever to write it and talk at the same time. Doesn't work. So yeah, I'll speed it up. Okay, so we're going to start up at the top. So this is Help to Buy and Council Tax for the 1st of January. They come out on the same day. That's why I've added it together. My council tax is 164 and the Help to Buy is £1. And January is sort of the last month of the financial year for council tax. So I won't pay council tax in February or March. So you'll see that in a minute. Netflix, £6.99. BT is £36.05. Hopefully June next year we'll be able to reduce that down. British Gas, we currently pay £60 a month, but I am upping that in January to £100. Now, that is for gas and electricity, and like I said, currently we pay £60. We have got credit in both of our accounts, both in the gas and the electricity. We got a fixed tariff way before the price increases. So our prices have not gone up this past year. They are due to go up in April. So that's when I want to be well prepared for. And that is my reason for upping it in January. And then in April, I'm probably going to up that to maybe 150, just to be on the safe side. Now, I just want to say as well, I used to work for British Gas. It's the one thing that I'm very good at in terms of bills. I know how to handle my British Gas account. Because like I say, I worked for their customer service. I know how to work out a bill and make sure that I'm paying what I need to be paying. The likelihood is they will send me a refund for the credit in my account next year, because before it gets to April, I'll get a bill, and what they'll do is they'll see that I'm in credit and they'll send me that money back. But what I will do is I'll simply just make a one-off payment and send that money back to British Gas, which I'm well within my rights to do, because I just don't want to have a big bill. So that's what's happening with my British Gas. My car finance is £246.75. I do not plan to overpay on that. My plan is, though, probably mid-year next year, I will probably up that to 300, but put whatever, what's the remaining amount? 300 minus 24675. I'll probably put the remaining £53.25 into like a savings pot, and then I'll just keep doing that until it's time for the finance to be up. We do have a balloon payment. We're not going to be paying the balloon payment off on that, purely because we will be trading in the car and getting a new one. That's just personal choice. I will then use, obviously, the what's it called, equity on the car, to put down a deposit on a new car, and then whatever we've managed to save will also go towards a deposit on a new car, and that will hopefully bring down our car payments. Yeah, I know some people don't agree, but for me, this is worth it. This is 100% worth it. I'll try and quickly explain why. Before we got this car, which was about this time last year, we had a Polo, and it previously had finance on it. It didn't have a balloon payment. It was my husband's car before we met, but basically we paid that off and we kept the car, and we thought, do you know what, perfect, we've got no finance now, it's brilliant. However, because of the car, obviously it was a little bit old by this point, because my husband had the finance for 4 years. There was a previous owner before that, so it was a little bit old. And yeah, it has actually cost us more money to fix than it did for the actual car. So the car was bought at £5,000, obviously on finance, and all the work that it's had done to it has come to more than £5,000. That is the shocking truth, and that is the reason why I will continue to have car finance until the day we can put 20 grand down on a car. Like, that's just not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe in like 5, potentially 10 years time, we'll be able to just put that 20 grand down. Right now, not a chance in hell. Having car finance gives us peace of mind that if we've got 3 years warranty on our car, if anything happens to that car, we take it back to the car dealership and we say, sort that out. And because it's a newer car, there's less chance of things going wrong as well. So that's our reasonings. And like I say, I know not everybody will agree, but that's just how it is, isn't it? everybody's entitled to their own opinions. That's just how it is. Anyway, mortgage 431.67. Now, actually, bear with me, because I do plan on increasing that next year. I need to figure out, I don't know whether to go to a mortgage advisor or to just go to the bank and speak to them. I know a lot of people make overpayments on their mortgage, brings down their overall mortgage term. I would like to up this to £500, but I just don't know the best way, whether make one-off payments of the, what is it, 500 minus 43167 68.33, or to pop that into like a little pot and each month add it up, and then over the space of 12 months pay off the £800. I don't know what's the best option. I really need to speak to somebody about that. But yeah, probably not in January. I think it'll probably start from either February or March that we up that to 500. Phone bill. Now, my phone bill is £64.79. My husband's is £80.88. My phone bill, I'll make one last payment in January, and then February I will be getting a different mobile provider. I'm going to try and keep the same phone, so I don't take out another contract phone. And yeah, just put up with the phone and just get a SIM only deal. So it'll probably be between £15 to £20 a month. So that's going to save us a good £40 a month as well from February onwards. I just want to keep my fingers crossed that my phone is still good and working for at least another year, I think. But knowing my luck, something will happen. But we'll just deal with that when it comes around. So yeah, I want to try and stay out of a contract, getting a phone on finance. So Help to Buy is £1. I'd love if we could just pay £12 for the year and stop this £1 payment. It's just annoying, isn't it? Like £1, what's the point in that? But unfortunately, that's just how it is. So if you don't know what Help to Buy is, we took out a Help to Buy equity loan to get the house. So yeah, it's 0% interest for 5 years. Obviously, we've used a year of that. There's still 4 years to go. And then in 4 years' time, our mortgage will be up as well. Our mortgage, the interest rate will be finishing. So we'll need to remortgage anyway, so that we don't have to pay the variable interest. But at the same time, we will remortgage the house and get rid of the Help to Buy equity loan, put that onto our mortgage, and then repay it off that way. It was always the plan. And the likelihood is we will probably sell the house and buy cheaper. I think that's what we'd do. I think there's a plan in place anyway, mentally in my head. So yeah, and then hopefully by then, if I'm paying that extra whatever it is per month, the mortgage will have come down. So adding that Help to Buy equity loan on won't have impacted it too much, but we'll see. Anyway, dog food is £65, and I've put that as part of bills this month. Normally I put it in cash envelopes, but I might as well just shove it in here. Which we get every 2 months because we have a big freezer, so we managed to squeeze it all in there. Because my dog is raw fed. Obviously, there is other things that we buy, but that's just kind of like the bulk, and then the other stuff that we buy for him will come out of our food shop money. because it does cost a lot more than £65 to feed him. Anyway, let's add that up. So the total then is £1,198.13. Minus that off, 3920, 1198.13 gives us £2,721.87 left over. And then we can come down to cash envelopes. So these are, for me, it's things that we use every single week. Right, so food, we normally do £100 a week. There's 5 weeks in January, like I said, so normally that would be £500. However, what I'll do is one of the weeks we will just do £50. So yeah, 450 for the month. Fuel is £40 a week, which is £200 in total. Tobacco is £20 a week, and that is £100 in total. My husband gets £30 a week, so that's 150. And I get 20, but there's part of me that kind of wants there's part of me that wants to match the same amount that my husband gets. I don't know. I'm a bit half and half. What do I do? 20 or 30? Do you know what? Let's go 30 because, yeah, I think it's only fair. So let's add that up. Oh, 450, add 200, add 100, add... Oh, no, that's wrong, I think. 450, add 200, add 100, add 150, add 150. Gives us £1,050. 2721.87 minus 1050 leaves us with 1,671.87. And then we can come over to debt. Now, currently on the MBNA, as I'm recording this, there is just shy of £1,000 on that card. So obviously I can't predict how December is going to go. I can't determine whether or not we're going to manage to pay 200, 300, 400 off of that. So what I'll do is I'm just going to say there is £500 left to pay. And we're going to clear that in January. That's the hope. If everything goes to plan, there should be 500 left, and we can clear that over the 5 weeks of January. So debt total is £500, and that will leave us with £1,171.87. Like I said, that's just an estimate because we're not 100% sure whether or not that will be cleared. So coming down to challenges then, we're going to start with 52 week because that is definitely a priority. Now, again, I can't predict whether or not we will actually start the 52-week challenge in December. I'm hoping to start it. My phone cut off and I wasn't really sure where I was at. But yeah, my 52-week challenge is definitely going to be a priority for me. And I'm kind of trying to do it backwards. That just, yeah. I think I'm going to do it backwards. So it kind of makes it easier towards the end of next year. So 5 weeks. So 52, add 51, add 50, add 49, add 48. Nice round number. I like that. £250 towards the 52-week challenge. Then what else? Beauty. I want to keep this a month ahead because normally I put like, oh, that's a thing actually. I've just realised. I've just realised I haven't put Cooper's groomer's appointment in there. Darn it. Let's just put it here. We haven't got enough space, have we? I tell you what, we'll pop it here. See, this is why I should use my erasable pens, because I make far too many mistakes. Right, £30. So what's that? 60, 70, 80. So let's just... Oh, look at that. That was quite good, wasn't it? So that means that there'll be £30 less. Sorry. So that'll be 41. Are we going to change this round to a 4? Oh, that's not too bad, is it? We're not doing bad here. 4. How do we change it to a 4 again? Let's... Okay. We got there. Oh, gosh. Let's hope I haven't forgotten anything else. Right. Yeah, I want to keep it a month ahead. So that will include my husband to go to the barber's, if I want to get my hair cut. And then, yeah, I have like a wax appointment. So that's beauty. But that will technically, the money will be for February rather than January, because we'll have already put January's money into the envelope. London. Now, we're planning to go to London at the end of Jan. So we just kind of need... We've got a savings challenge, and I'm hoping that the savings challenge will be complete by the end of December, and it looks like it will be. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So for that reason, so there would just be a bit of spending money left to save for, basically. The savings challenge totals 350. The train tickets are, let me think, how much is it? 39. So the train tickets are 78. So the savings challenge we've got, which should be done in December, totals 350 minus 78 for the train tickets, minus 191 for the hotel. We just stop in Travel Lodges. Like, I'm not going to be all bougie and like stop somewhere high end. It doesn't bother me as long as it's got clean sheets and a nice little bathroom to get washed in. I don't care if it's cheap or not. So for the train tickets and the hotel, it will leave £81, which will go towards our Oyster cards. I can't quite remember how much we spent last time on the Oyster cards. So that's kind of that'll just be a buffer. So that £81, so the 350, sorry, will include train fare there and back, the hotel and Oyster cards, and then it will just be spending whilst we're there. So I put 200 down, which I'm laughing because if you know me, I'm terrible at sticking to a budget, but we'll see. You never know. This time might be the time that I stick to one. We'll put 200 down anyway. Gifts is going to get, let's say 20. We have a few birthdays in March, and like I say, I want to get ahead of myself. So what's that? 2, 4, 5, 570 up to now. We've got about 500 left. Let's go in with health. This is a priority for me at the minute. because of my husband's teeth and needing to go to the dentist and whatnot. So yeah, also health includes paying for prescriptions, which I recently just had to get a prescription. I think they're about, is it £9.50? I think it's somewhere between £9 and £10, but I would imagine they'll probably go up to £10 sooner or later, won't they? So yeah, it includes that as well. What else? Car insurance, that's another priority, because the car insurance is due at the end of March, beginning of April, I want to say. So we're going to try and bulk that and put 200 in. Let's see where we're at, because I don't want to go over. So 250 for 52-week challenge, 100 for beauty, 200 for London, 20 for gifts, 70 for health, 200 for car insurance. So this is for Cooper to get castrated. So there's £50 for that. Miscellaneous is definitely a good one to put a bit of money into. £20 for that. What else? What else? Happy Mail, that would be a good one to put in. When I say Happy Mail, at the minute I don't really need to buy anything for budgeting or anything like that. But sorry, let me just have a drink. Oh, sorry. But I am hoping to go to the stationery show next year in London. I think it is. Is it in London? Somewhere near, anywhere. Obviously I'll have to pay for my train tickets, but also if I want to buy anything whilst I'm there, I definitely want to save the money up. Now the likelihood is I will put some of this weekly spending money towards this as well, but yeah, I'm going to prioritize it, and I'm going to put an extra 20 into there as well. That is for me. And then lastly we'll do clothing. In fact, let's see what we've got left. So minus 20 off gives us 211. So let's do, what shall we do? We'll do 40 for clothing. Okay, let us add that all up together. Oh. Which gives us £970. Minus that off of what's left. Minus 970 leaves us with 17187. Now we do like to keep a rollover, like I said before, of 120. So we minus that off of what's left, and that gives a £51.87 buffer. So that is January's budget planned out. If there's one thing I've learned since doing budgeting, it's that it never goes to plan. Never. As much as we like it to, it just does not go to plan. But all you can do is try and prepare the best to your ability. So that is everything. Yeah, let's hope it all runs smoothly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.